Hey guys, this is MA Fish Guy. Today's video is going to be on breeding neon tetras. A lot of people have difficulties with these fish and breeding them just because any kind of water quality imperfection will actually kill them off. Heck, even the one thing I say about neon tetras is you pronounce their name wrong and they die. You tap on the tank, they're going to die. This is how sensitive they are. Most people think, but they really aren't. Once you get the water quality set to how they like it, they'll pretty much live forever. I've had some of these guys go 5 to 7 years easily and never had a problem, even not doing water changes for a couple of months. So when it comes to breeding them, you want a 20-gallon tank with 10 to 12 neons in it. It's usually best in a group, and then you want spawning mops or Java moss. Works best. Usually like 2 handfuls of Java moss or 1 or 2 large spawning mops will do. Because in a typical breeding, they're going to lay anywhere from 50 to anywhere from 5 to 600 eggs, depending on how many females to males you have. So it's all going to vary. With these guys, it's very important that you remove the parents as soon as they're done laying the eggs, because they will eat them up real quick, and then you've pretty much done all this for nothing. So like I said, in a 20-gallon tank, take 10 to 12 neons, put them in there. Usually keep the temperature around 70 to 72 and then feed them like crazy with live brine shrimp, frozen brine shrimp. It usually works best for me to put them into their breeding mood. Usually within 2 to 3 days, I'll raise the temperature up to about 76 degrees. And this kind of helps mimic them in the wild, the warming up, and more bugs are going to be attractive. It actually targets the breeding. And then you want to do a water change of 50% every like 3 to 4 days is usually the best way to do it. Some people say weekly, every 2 weeks, but the better water quality, the better quality of the neons you're going to get and more eggs that you're going to get. So you want to definitely make sure that you're keeping up on those water changes and the feedings. Sexing the neon tetra is a little difficult. You pretty much don't know until it comes to actual breeding. Your females, like most tetras, are going to be more plump. There's really no way to tell with the finnage, body shape, coloring, anything like that. Anybody that tells you really different really doesn't know what they're talking about. Some people say that the red stripe on the bottom is a little bit longer on males. I've never seen this to be true. When it comes to the males during breeding, they'll actually swim in a square-shaped pattern around the female and then short, burst of movements every once in a while. And they kind of chase them into the Java moss or your spawning mops, whatever you have inside the tank. With these guys, it doesn't really matter if you do a bare tank or gravel. Usually gravel works best. That way more bacteria can kind of sit in the bottom so that the babies can eat off of it. After they breed, you remove the parents. The eggs hatch within 36 hours, sometimes 48 depending on what the temperature is. But at 76 degrees I have mine at, usually within 32 to 36 hours is when they're hatching. Within 5 days after that, they become free swimming and will eat off of your Inferotia, your like baby brine shrimp. Once they get a little bit older, like 2, 3, 4 weeks old, depending on the size and the water changes that you do, I usually start doing the vinegar eels. They're very easy to cultivate and very easy to raise and keep going. And like I said, with the water changes, you want to do probably about 25% water changes, usually every 2 to 3 days. Once they hit about 2 weeks old is the best time to start. And because with the babies, the water quality is the most important thing, as well as feeding anywhere from 2 to 5 times a day, depending on how many you want to. And the bigger the grow out tank, the better result you're going to see. Usually I put mine into like a 75 to 90 gallon grow out tank and see the best results then. So yeah, stick to those water changes, stick to the feedings, but try not to overfeed. The live food works a little bit better because it doesn't deteriorate or break up as fast and will actually swim around the tank and allow them to eat it off whenever they want to. So if you have any questions, leave them in the comments below. Go to my website, mafishgay.blogspot.com. Subscribe to my channel. Visit my store on my website, like I said, mafishguy.blogspot.com. Leave some comments. So stay tuned to the next video. Thanks.